Hello, my name is Kurt Rush. I'm with Max Power Marketing, and I wanted to make a quick set of videos for the business owner that is just getting started online. If you've already got a website up, this is probably going to not be of any interest to you, but if you're brand new and looking to get a website up and you don't have anything going, we're going to start from the beginning. What we would do first, I'm using Chrome, so I can use the bar right up here to do my Google search, or you can just go to google.com. And the first thing you need to do is get yourself a domain name. Now, if you're planning on marketing the site, you're probably going to want to do some keyword research, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But for now, this video is going to show you just how to get a domain name. If you want to use your company name, if you want to wait, that would be fine too. But I'm going to search in domain name. I'll let Google do a search. And there'll be a couple good options come up here. GoDaddy is good. They're a little complicated on the web hosting side, at least for me. It's not typical cPanel. I like to go with Namecheap. They're pretty decent. As you can see, I've been there before. It's purple. So we go here, and I'm going to go and take a risk here and see if I can get Las Vegas, a dash, because the search engines don't care about that, and web design, which is my area. Las Vegas web design is one of the things I do, and then I'm going to hit search. Okay, I see Las Vegas Web Design Com and Net are taken, but I'm seeing a really good deal here for $2.99 a year for the info. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. I'm going to click it, and I'm going to add it to my cart. And a lot of people tell you to take more than 1 year. Is really, I don't think the search engines care how long you registered for. I'm going to go ahead and just do 1 year. And looks like it comes with some kind of guard for free. I'll leave that on there. So $2.99, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to pause this 1 second as I get signed in. All I'm going to do is sign myself in. Okay, I completed the process now of purchasing the domain. What I want to do now is point it to a hosting that I already have set up. I will show you how to get your own hosting set up. You can actually host here at Namecheap, or there's plenty of other options out there. I know HostGator is a good one. I'm kind of partial to HostMonster myself, just because I've been with them for a long time. Look for one that has 24/7 support like they do here. So this may not be a bad option. I don't know what their rates are, but I'm going to show you here. We're going to go to Manage Domains. I do need to get this over to the hosting I already have. So I'm going to click on my domain. It's coming up with my information. It's going to be in my Whois. It tells who owns it, unless you want to buy the privacy. I really don't care about the privacy. Then I want to transfer. And it's going to ask me for my DNS servers. I just happen to know mine at HostMonster, NS1 hostmonster.com, and it'll be the exact same thing with a 2. You'll find out your NS numbers or DNS numbers from your host. So I get those loaded in there. That looks good. And I want to hit Save Changes. And while that's processing, it will show up when I go to my HostMonster account. I'm going to pause the video here and get logged in to hostmonster.com. Okay, I'm logged into my HostMonster account. And now every hosting is going to be different, but they're all pretty similar. Here I want to go to my domain manager and assign a domain to my control panel. So I'm going to use a domain that's not already associated, and that is the Las Vegas Web Design.info. I'm going to type in the O so it verifies the domain. Ownership is verified, and it's going to be an add-on because I'm going to use it, and it's going to create a new directory in my hosting, and I'm going to click add the domain. And now you'll see that the Las Vegas Web Design info is actually in my hosting account as an add-on. So now it's available. What we're going to do next is I'm going to show you how to set up your WordPress site on this domain that we just transferred in. Now, of course, you have to have hosting already, and I will have a tutorial on the hosting. But what we want to do now is I want to go to my control panel, and we're going to need this for WordPress. What I need to do is set up an SQL database. So what I'm going to want to do is almost all control panels, if you have a cPanel, look like this one. You're going to scroll down until you find the MySQL databases or the MySQL database wizard. I'm going to take you through the non-wizard. The wizard just walks you through step by step and does the same thing. I'll take you through the harder way, and that way you'll really have a grasp of this. So what I want to do now is set up a new database for the website that or the domain that I just purchased. So that was, I'll use, I'm going to delete this later, so I'll just call this default and create that database. So it's created. I go back. So I need to create a user now for that database. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new one, and we'll call the user user. Now you don't want to be this obvious as far as like default and user. You want to use something that people won't guess. And here it's a good idea to use the password generator. I'm not going to keep this, so the password generator is going to generate me a crazy password like that. You want to make sure you remember it. I'm going to go ahead and copy it and paste it myself here off to the side and make sure that I don't lose it just in case. And I've copied it and have it in a safe place, and I'm going to use that password. So now it's in there. I'm going to create the user called user. So now that's created. Now I have a database, a user, and a password. You'll need to remember all of those things. And then we have one final step, and that is you're going to need to add the user to the database. And that's where we do this right here. Your user is going to be the user that we created, maxpower_user. The database is going to be the default that we created, maxpower_default. You're going to click add. And now the permissions or the privileges are going to come up. You're going to need all the privileges. That way, for WordPress to fully manipulate the database, it needs all the privileges. Hit make changes. And that is all you're going to need to get your WordPress set up. We'll go through next on the next video how to get this information put into WordPress and to get the WordPress install up. I'll see you on the next video.